My child, come close, and let your heart become still. I know the pressure behind your eyes, the questions you do not say aloud, and the tired places inside you that have learned to appear strong. Before anyone praised you, misunderstood you, or placed a limit around your future, my love had already reached for you. I see the ache of feeling unseen, the sacrifices no one applauded, the doors that closed without explanation, and the quiet fear that your life may never grow beyond the boundary you are standing in now. In the ancient scriptures, there was a man named Jabez. His name carried the memory of pain, born in sorrow. From the beginning, his story seemed marked by limitation. Yet he did not make sorrow his permanent home. He brought the ache of his life before God and prayed with holy honesty. Oh, that you would bless me indeed and enlarge my territory, that your hand would be with me, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. His prayer was not a demand for luxury or a shortcut around obedience. It was the cry of a soul who believed God could write a larger story than the label placed upon him. I bring you into this prayer because I see the Jabez wound in you. I see where disappointment has taught you to expect less, where rejection has made you hesitate before asking for help, and where failure has tried to rename you. But in me, your deepest name is not abandoned, delayed, overlooked, or born for sorrow. Your name is beloved. You are chosen, received, forgiven, and carried. The limits of your past are real, but they are not your master. When you abide in me, cramped places become places of formation, small beginnings become seeds of fruitfulness, and pain becomes soil where mercy teaches you how to love. So let us begin where Jabez began. Oh, that you would bless me indeed. Do not let the world make blessing small. Blessing is not merely a larger bank account, applause from people, or a life without storms. Those things can appear and vanish like mist. The blessing that endures is my presence resting upon you, the assurance that you belong, that sin and shame do not have the final word, that your soul has a home, and that my favor is not fragile. To be blessed indeed is to be held so deeply that circumstances lose the right to define your worth. Let my blessing reach the hidden places, the harsh words that still echo, the rejections that made you feel disposable, and the mistakes you have replayed until your heart grew tired. I am not here to shame you for the wounds you carry. I am here to cleanse, restore, and steady you. My spirit brings clarity where confusion has ruled, peace where anxiety has circled, and courage where fear has trained you to shrink. In your home, let peace become stronger than old tension. In your work, let excellence become worship rather than pressure to prove yourself. In your body, practice gentle stewardship. My blessing makes you rooted, teachable, grateful, and free. If your heart is ready to receive this deep, transformational blessing into your identity today, pause for a moment and declare your faith. Type in the comments right now, I receive your abundant blessing. Now hear the second cry, and enlarge my territory. When you ask for enlargement, do not imagine only land, position, or visible success. In my kingdom, territory is the space where love can move through you. It is your capacity to forgive, your courage to speak truth gently, your influence for good, your discipline in stewardship, and your willingness to serve beyond the small circle of self-protection. For too long, fear has drawn invisible lines around you. It has said, do not try again. Do not trust again. Do not offer your gift. Do not hope too much. But fear is not your shepherd. I am enlarging your vision first on the inside. I am teaching you to see your life through grace instead of scarcity. The person who once survived by shrinking can learn to stand, to ask, to build, to bless, and to walk into assignments that once felt impossible. I am enlarging the territory of your heart. You will have room to forgive without pretending the wound did not matter, room to care for the hurting without losing yourself, and room to receive help without calling it weakness. If you build a business, teach, lead, create, parent, manage, serve, or heal, let integrity guide the reach of your work. If you minister quietly, encourage a friend, pray over your family, or offer a simple act of mercy, do not despise that territory. Heaven measures impact by faithfulness, not by noise. Do not be afraid when growth stretches you. Expansion may require new habits, wiser counsel, cleaner priorities, and a deeper dependence on grace. I will form patience in you, place wisdom before you, and teach your hands to hold more without becoming proud. Enlargement in me is never permission to dominate. It is an invitation to serve with a larger heart. If you are ready to step out of limitation and watch your purpose expand by my grace, declare it boldly right now. Type in the comments, my territory is expanding by God's grace. As your territory expands, pay attention to doors. Some doors open with peace and alignment, others close because mercy is guarding you from a path that would cost your soul. I hold all authority, but I do not ask you to manipulate, scheme, or compromise your conscience to force an outcome. Walk with clean hands. Tell the truth. Do the next faithful thing. There may be a mentor who helps you see clearly, a friend who strengthens your faith, an employer who notices your diligence, a client who values your work, or a neighbor who needs your compassion. Receive connections with humility, and receive delays without surrendering your identity to the waiting. A closed door in my care is not proof that you are rejected. Sometimes it is redirection, preparation, or protection. If you are choosing to trust my guidance and step through the doors I open for you, declare your trust right now. Type in the comments, I follow God's open doors. Now listen to the third plea of Jabez. that your hand would be with me. My hand is guidance, nearness, correction, comfort, and strength. You are not designed to carry enlarged purpose with an orphaned heart. You need more than ambition. You need presence. You need the shepherd who steadies your steps when anxiety rises, corrects you when pride whispers, and lifts you when discouragement makes the road feel too long. My hand is also the place of provision, but hear this with wisdom. Provision is not a guarantee of every desire in the exact form or hour you imagine. I know your needs. I know the bills that weigh on your mind, the food your household requires, the decisions that demand wisdom, and the fatigue of living under pressure. Bring those needs to me without shame. Ask boldly. Work faithfully. Steward carefully. Give generously when grace enables you. Then let trust replace panic one breath at a time. I can bless the work of your hands, give you wisdom for finances, teach you restraint, open pathways for honest labor, and make contentment stronger than comparison. True abundance is not only having more for yourself, it is being free enough to love, wise enough to steward, and willing enough to share. When my hand is with you, you can face uncertainty without letting it become your identity, and make plans without worshiping them. There will be valleys where you feel my hand as comfort more than as change in circumstance. There will be mornings when provision looks like strength for one more faithful step. Do not despise that grace. The hand that holds you is measured not only by visible increase, but by the peace that keeps you from collapsing under fear. You are not abandoned to fight alone. You are held, taught, corrected, and loved. If you are resting in my faithful presence and trusting my hand to provide for every area of your life, declare it with confidence. Type in the comments, God provides abundantly for all my needs. Now consider the final request, and that you would keep me from evil, that I may not cause pain. Jabez understood that expansion without protection can become dangerous. A wider territory needs a deeper surrender. Favor without humility can become pride. Influence without purity can wound the very people it was meant to bless. So he asked not only to be guarded from evil, but to be kept from becoming a source of pain. Let this part of the prayer search you gently. I am guarding your mind from lies that accuse and confuse. I am teaching you to recognize bitterness before it hardens, envy before it poisons, pride before it isolates, and resentment before it becomes your language. When temptation offers a shortcut, I will provide a way of escape and the strength to choose what is holy. When fear tries to make you harsh, come back to my heart and let mercy make you clean. Pray protection over your home, your family, your thoughts, your habits, your screens, your conversations, and your motives. Ask for wisdom before you answer, restraint before you react, and courage before you compromise. Let your words become instruments of healing instead of weapons of frustration. The prayer of Jabez is not only about receiving more, it is about becoming the kind of person who can carry more without causing harm. If you claim divine protection over your mind, your spirit, and your loved ones today, declare it boldly in faith. Type in the comments, "I am protected by God's mighty hand." Now come into the guided prayer with me. Place your open hands before you if you can. Breathe in slowly and release the need to control every outcome. Say within your heart, "Father, bless me with the blessing that makes me whole. Enlarge my capacity to love, serve, forgive, build, and belong. Let your hand be with me in every decision, every burden, and every need. Keep me from evil and keep me from causing pain. Make my life a vessel of peace, courage, and faithful stewardship." Stay there for a moment. Let surrender become more than a word. Release the timeline you keep checking, the fear that you are behind, the shame that says you should be stronger, and the pressure to understand every detail before you obey. You were never meant to carry the weight of the universe. Bring me your ambition and let it become worship. Bring me your weakness and let it become dependence. Bring me your future and let it rest in hands stronger than yours. Now look back with gratitude. Remember the doors you survived when you thought you would not, the grief that did not have the final word, the provision that arrived one day at a time, and the people who became signs of mercy along the road. Thanksgiving does not deny what is hard. It teaches your soul to recognize grace while you wait. Thank me for seen gifts and unseen preparation, for open doors and protective closures, for courage growing quietly, for peace returning slowly, and for the eternal home already secured in my presence. If you are ready to place your entire future, your dreams, and your worries completely into my loving care, make this declaration of total surrender. Type in the comments, "My future is in God's hands." My beloved child, rise from this prayer not as a victim of your circumstances, but as a favored, redeemed, and deeply loved heir of the kingdom. Let your head lift, not because every problem vanished, but because your identity is anchored. You are fully known, fully forgiven, and eternally cherished. Your life is not too small for purpose. Your pain is not too deep for mercy. Your future is not beyond my reach. May favor rest upon you like a garment of light. May wisdom guide your choices, peace guard your heart, and courage strengthen your steps. May your territory expand in love, service, stewardship, and holy influence. May provision meet you in the form you need for faithful obedience. May protection cover your mind and home, and may your life bring healing rather than pain. Before you go, Share this sacred blessing with someone who needs encouragement today. Send it to a friend waiting for a breakthrough, a family member who feels weary, or a soul searching for hope. As you extend love to others, your own heart stays open to fresh grace. And as one final act of steadfast faith, fill your heart and mind with expectation. Go down to the comments right now and type, "God's favor is leading me into breakthrough." Go in peace, walk in faith, and abide in my love. I am with you always, even unto the end of the age. Amen.